Hello and bienvenue to season 3 of Life's Questions and Lessons. I am your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so grateful that you are here with me today. This season, we're going deep to help you rediscover who you are. So let's get started with today's question. Do you view your job title as your identity? Do you view your job title as your identity? So with this season, I really wanted to present you with questions that were going to help you rediscover who you are. And on my own rediscovery path, this is really where I started. When I was 33, I had a job as an executive assistant, and I made a promise to myself that I would not be a 34-year-old assistant. And there's nothing wrong with being an assistant, but that was not the life that I wanted for myself. That was not the job that I felt really highlighted my skills and my gifts. And it just felt like I was meant for much, much more. And by that time, at that age, I had a slew of jobs. So I was in customer service, I had been a receptionist, I had been a flight attendant, a lot of different things. And I never really could figure out a way to obtain the job that I wanted. And I think by default, I just assumed that I was never going to be in marketing. Like I really, really wanted to be like a marketing director or communications consultant or some type of boss, some type of job that had a, amazing title. It made me feel like if I had the director of marketing title, or even at that time, it probably would have been like marketing associate or something like that, more, entry level. But the title to me was everything. That meant that I was important. If I had this important title, that meant that I was important. I'm going to pause there for a second because I hope you hear what I just said. If I had that title, when I got that title, then that meant I was important. Now, at the time, I didn't know how detrimental that was to my self-esteem, to my confidence, to my perspective on life. But now, many moons later, I realize that that was not the right way to think about my career. So as you're exploring this question for you, I really want you to give yourself a little grace, but really understand the consequences of viewing your job title as your identity, right? You are someone who, no matter what you do, right, what you do for work, you are important, okay? And if you have to associate a certain title that you get when, or you'll feel important when, that can be very, very problematic. So I really hope that you take the time to explore this question in whatever way works best for you. Give yourself the space to do so as well. And this season is going to be a little bit different. We're going to kind of build upon each of these questions every episode to really help you build like a comprehensive understanding of where you are and maybe some of the thoughts or beliefs that you need to change. So that's where we'll end for today. As always, thank you so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you're listening to my words. And if this episode was helpful for you and you think that this new season might be a really great journey to take with someone you know who really needs encouragement and advice and alternative perspectives and guidance, please share this podcast with them. And until next time, take care.